Assalamu alaikum dear students, how are you? I hope you all are fine. Students, we have completed revised chapter number 1 transition, and today we will revise the exercise related to chapter number 1. First one is about vocabulary. Match the word with meaning in context. Expect Aspect means side. Usuaris means related to heavy interest. Progeny, children. Remit, to free somebody from uh, ignorance, lack of awareness. Part B. Freely is a word that you have read in the text, and willingly is another word with different meaning. Consult a dictionary to know the difference in the meanings of both and use them in the sentence to clearly bring out the meanings. So the I will tell you the meanings only. You will make the sentence by your own. Freely means in a free manner, and willingly means intentionally, sorry, and deliberately. Okay, intentionally simply. Reading for comprehension. Read the first paragraph, that is the starting paragraph of the chapter. You will read the chapter and identify a topic sentence. Topic sentence in Islam is a complete code of life. As the chapter is started at, Islam is a complete code of life, or Islam cover all the aspects of life. Sorry. Next one is sporting details. What you have discussed in this paragraph, we have discussed about the last sermon of Holy Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. In the sermon, he Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam gave such guidelines to the Muslim and the entire humanity to aim to improve, sorry, that aim to improve their social, moral, personal, and political life. Here is the extract from the sermon. And the last one, main idea of the paragraph. The main idea of the paragraph is Islam is a complete code of life. Okay. Next one is answer the following question: which aspects of human life does Islam cover? Islam cover all the aspects of human life. When and where was last sermon delivered? The last sermon delivered at the plain of Arafat at 9 Zulhijjah history. Okay. Why were the practices of the days of ignorance abolished? Practices of the days of ignorance were evil, sins, and dangerous for the society, so they were abolished. Question number 4. Why should we treat women kindly? Allah has ordered to us to do so. And being the manager of the family affairs, it is our religion, obligation, and moral duty. Question number 5. What are the important points of the last sermon of Rasul Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam? It's all about the main idea of the chapter, or all the points of the sermon in the precise form. Like the main points of the last sermon are: believe in the oneness of Allah, his sovereignty, obey his orders, and to worship only him only. Believe in equality of all the mankind. Believe in that only virtuous and poised is honorable in the eyes of Allah. No one has superiority to others. Restraint from the causing harm to life, respect and property of anyone, be kind with women, restrain from interest-based deals, prayers offer, pay zakat, and observe fast and offer pilgrimage. Last question, question number 6. Why is the last sermon called the Universal Charter of the Human Rights? It is called the Universal Charter because it ensures justice and equal protection of complete rights of all mankind living all over the world, all times. Question number C word. Fill in the blanks with the suitable words. You will complete it and learn it by your own. Next one is find the synonym of these words. So the word is deliver, guideline, legitimate, lawful, willingly, custody, astray, and convey. So the synonym of deliver is handover, transfer, or communication. Guideline synonym is instructions, principles, policy. Legitimate synonym is valid, legal. Lawful synonym of lawful is legal. Synonym of willingly is intentionally, as we had discussed above, custody, guardianship or control, astray, wandering or deceived, convey, communicate or transmit. Next one is about grammar portion. Common noun. I will just tell you the difference between common noun and proper noun. Common noun is a noun of every common person. Okay, every common thing is called common noun, and every proper thing is called as special thing is called proper noun. Okay, particular special thing is called proper noun. Like uh, every special name like Qaid Azam or Hazrat Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, and every special place like Islamabad, every special book like Quran Majid, etc. All the special things, name of special things is called proper noun. So you will solve these questions by your own. And next one is pronoun. A pronoun is a word used instead of noun. Like if we are talking about a person, Ali is a good boy, Ali goes to school daily, Ali is very punctual. But instead of using the name, we will use he is very punctual, he go to school daily, etc. So I have used he word at the place of his name. Okay, Ali's name, I will skip the name and I will use he at the place of Ali. So the word that I use at the place of name is called the pronoun. Okay, so you will underline the pronouns in the part C. Like he Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam delivered his last sermon on 9 January Hijri. So he is the pronoun, and also his is also a pronoun. Okay, and also encircle the pronoun in the second part. Okay, second column of the uh, sentence or the page. Next one is regular and irregular verb. The regular verb are simply that verbs that in that we have second or third form is in the type of ed form. Okay, like and, ended, or watch, watched, etc. So all the verbs that in the simple past form and past particular form that ended at ed, that is called regular form. And all the verbs, an irregular verb is a word that does not take ed ending at the simple past or past particular. It means its second and third form will be different, and sometimes same, and can be made without any rule. Okay, so that are called irregular verb. So identify regular irregular verb. Run, it's irregular verb because its second and third form is also run. There is no rule to identify make the verb second and third form. Add, added, you will write ed at the second and third form, so it is a regular verb. Go, went and gone. Went is the past form and simple past, and gone is the past participle form. So it is an irregular verb because there is no rule, and it is not ended at ed. Pray, prayed, it is a regular. Similarly, you will choose and identify the regular and irregular by your own. Simple present tense, we have discussed already. A simple present tense is used to express habitual action. In this type of sentence, I will just tell you how can we make or how these type of sentences are formed. In the simple present tense, it's about present indefinite tense. We'll write subject plus first form of verb and then object, and we write s or es with the subject, sorry, with the verb if the subject is he, she, it, or any singular word. Okay, and like Ali goes to school, so Ali is a singular person, so you write go es with go. Ali goes to school. Okay, and we always place first form of verb in simple present tense, and there is no helping verb used in the this type of sentence. Okay, every man dash what to do, every man knows what to do. We have write knows because there is, we are talking about every person, but we are talking about every person means each person, one person. Okay, um, each person, then we know we write as with knows. It is a singular kind of word. Each child, it's also about a single person, so you write receives. Okay. Next one is my father daily dash me and my sister to the school. My father daily drives, because father is also a singular subject. Number 4, the sun dash in the east, the sun rises in the east. And fifth one, none of the students dash the ticket have, or there is the um, you have to simply have with it. Okay. Last G part, pick out the few simple present tense and from the lesson. You'll write it. Punctuate the following sentence. Firstly, revise the punctuation marks and uses of the it. Then punctuate the H part by your own. Okay, student, this is your task to revise the chapter exercise of chapter number 1 and learn it by heart. Take care. Allah Hafiz.